Yeah, it's always been there, you know. I've always loved just doing something different every day, and that's when Mongolia sparked.
Yes.
I'm always satisfied when I'm pushing myself really and doing something
Right.
new.
So it's a mixture of restlessness and adventure, really.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah,
It's nice to know that you're not just depressed and want to be alone.
yeah. No, it's not that. No.
Why have you specifically chosen Mongolia then?
Well, Mongolia, I was looking to do. I've done a few adventures in the past, but mainly cycling adventures, like across Vietnam.
Yes.
So I wanted to do a walk-in one this time, and if I was going to walk for a long distance, I wanted it to be in a country that could offer a variety of different types of terrain and weather along the way.
Yes.
And I didn't want to be on a tarmac road, if you like.
Have you ever met anyone who's been there?
Yes, I've actually got an agent, Rob Mills, who's on the team, and he's lived in the capital city of Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia for 5 years. And yeah, he's teaching me all the things I need to know about the country, pretty much.
How long a period of time are we talking about?
I think it'll take me anywhere in between 3 and 3.5 months.
So really then, you can't be carrying that kind of provision total with you. You've got to be seeking out food on the trip.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. So along the way,
Yeah.
there are nomads that I've come across, and these nomads live in their gurs, or as Westerners call it, it's yurts.
Yurts,
And
yeah.
they're felt tents. And I'll be coming across, along the route that I've planned out, it looks like I'll be coming across a gur every 2 days, every 3 days.
Right.
But that'll change in the Gobi. That'll be every week almost in the
Yeah.
Gobi. But apparently they're really hospitable, but they'll invite me in. I'll be able to eat with those, which will be a fantastic experience as well.
What about, the dangerous aspects then? What would be the main worries? I suppose really, mile after mile, water is one thing.
Yeah, water dehydration, that's a big issue, especially in the Gobi Desert region. There's the grey wolves that I've got to watch out for.
Oh, yeah.
But the biggest threat out there would probably be the guard dogs. They're semi-wild dogs that protect the yurts. And apparently these can be really ferocious as you're approaching the yurts. So I've learned a few techniques of how to deal with this, so hopefully it works out.
So the people in the yurt are very hospitable if you can get there, with the dogs outside.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But if the dogs are barking, they would know that someone's coming.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, and there's
right.
a certain phrase I need to learn as well. I've learned a couple of phrases, but there's a phrase to basically say, "Get your dog in."
What's that?
I don't know the phrase yet. That's what I'm learning. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and
Yeah.
attempt that one.
What about the little creatures, that you find sometimes in Australia? The slithery ones or the spidery ones. Are there any of those?
Yeah, you got 3 different types of snakes there as well. They're not deadly, but they are poisonous. And if I do take a bite, I would want to seek medical attention.
So how do you do that? Have you got a telephone?
Yeah, I'll have a satellite phone on me.
Right.
And Rob, my agent, he's going to be in Mongolia at the period that I'm actually walking across. So
Yes.
he'll be based in the city. And it's just a case of me sending a text to him. It's also got a built-in tracker in the satellite phone, which he can then organise pickup for me.
I was going to say, but it's a big country. Has it got a helicopter?
It's not. Helicopters don't actually fly out there too often just because there's too many sandstorms and the wind's too high. So he'll drive out, which will take... I've got to allow a period of 24 to 48 hours
For him to
pickup
read you?
time. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, gosh. So you want to walk now unsupported across the entire region. Has an attempt been made before?
It has been attempted before, yes.
Yeah. Why did it fail then?
I think the cart was, if I'm right in saying, I believe that the cart was a bit too heavy, and the cart actually broke and landed badly on the guy's ankle, forcing him to quit due to an injury.
When you say cart, it's the thing that you're towing.
Yeah, so it's a cart that he was towing behind him, same as myself. I'll be towing it like a wheeled desert cart it is, which will be carrying all of my own provisions, including food and water.
So what kind of tyres will be on that then? Would it be a cycle tyres, or would they be some miniature car tyres, or what?
It's actually got mountain bike wheels on,
All
but
right.
then also puncture-proof tyres.
Oh yes, that's
By
the
green
important
tyre.
thing. How do you train for something like this then?
Training, I've always kept myself really physically fit. I was doing a lot of Muay Thai, which is Thai boxing in Thailand.
Oh yes.
But even before that, I've always loved exercising. And this one's been the biggest I've had to train for now, really. I spend about 3 hours a day training, trying to build up my inner core strength and make my body more durable, really, because the trailer's going to be heavy.
Is there anything specific you do to build up your inner core strength?
Yeah, I flip tractor tyres. So I've got a tractor tyre that's wrecking the lawn at the minute.
All right.
Beat it with a sledgehammer as well, just to work on my inner core strength. And then a load of body workouts as well, push-ups, sit-ups, jogs for cardio, cycles with rucksacks. It takes a good 2 to 3 hours training session, but it's what I enjoy as well. I just love it at the same time, so it's no hardship.
Yes. What about the weather and climate in that area? Does it vary?
It does. It varies massively, yeah. So in the day, it'll be quite mild. So we're looking at 20 to 25 degrees C, so it won't be too hot and it won't be cold. But the further south I get towards the Gobi, that's when the temperature starts to rise more, and I could be hitting 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. And then at night time, it could be below zero as well.
Do they have, various things like, some cultures in the world rub noses, when you meet, instead of shaking hands, that kind of thing?
Yeah, they've a lot of different cultural aspects that I've got to get used to. So I'm going 2 weeks earlier than the expedition starts. But yeah, they do have stuff like if you clip each other's feet, that's rude, and you're meant to shake each other's hands. Taking your gloves off to shake hands. It's certain ways how to enter the gur and how to sit down.
Gosh, and it's a gur, isn't it? Although we say yurt.
Yeah, gur is just how it's said in Mongolia, but yurt is how us Westerners say it. Yeah.
Tell me now about your past adventures. Where have you been?
I set off when I was 19.
Yes.
I first went to China, and then I was travelling down south of China into Southeast Asia. So I went to Bangkok, and then the adventure began when we went over to Cambodia. We bought a bike for only £15. It was a really cheap, nasty bike, no gears, no suspension, none of that. Nice basket on the front with a pink bell, and we ended up actually cycling Cambodia and the whole length of Vietnam on those bikes. It was me and my friend Matt Norman.
Any hiccups or complications then? Did you get any, close calls?
Yes, we did, yeah. It was one stint towards the end where we really pushed our limits, and we ended up cycling 39 hours straight, so through the day, through the night, through the next day. And I actually fell asleep whilst cycling, and I swerved into the main road, and luckily my back tyre hit my friend's front tyre, and that's what woke me up seconds before a lorry drove past.
What about things that you sort of pick up? Are you a fussy eater, or are you up to eating things like spiders or whatever?
Yeah, I've eaten a spider before.
Have you?
I've eaten all sorts of gruesome things, really, yeah.
For example?
Cockroach, cricket, tarantula, snake, scorpion.
Tarantula?
Tarantula, yeah.
Isn't that dangerous, chewing into a tarantula?
It was devenomized.
Or was it?
Had the venom taken out, yeah. But
what's it taste like? Chicken?
The legs were actually fine. They taste like crispy French fries, if you like. But the actual bum of the tarantula was kind of like a tuna texture. There was no real taste to it, but it was the same texture as tuna.
Well, there we are then. Even chips wouldn't take that taste away, would it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
When is the time that you start? When will we have the sort of on your marks, get set, off?
I start the actual walk. I'm looking to start at the beginning of May, so the beginning of next month.
Well, we wish you well.
Thank you very much.
As I said, with a name like Ash Dykes, you've got to do something in life, haven't you?
Yeah.
Fair play. Yeah, I wish you well, and keep yourself safe, for heaven's sake.
Yes, will do.